When video games hit arcades for the first time, there are only two things keeping people from coming back. The fun factor that video games were originally known for, and another thing that's been somewhat lost to time, the elusive high score. So Act 2 finally came out for Ultrakill, and honestly it's been fucking amazing. I know I'm a bit late on this, but you know, it's better late than never I suppose. But this video isn't really about that. Yeah, I'm sorry, but I wanted to talk about something else that I found really interesting. I'm sure you've read the title of the video, but it's about the cyber grind. It's easily one of the best implementations of high scores in video games, and it represents everything that made video games so fun, especially when arcades were huge back in the 80s. You know, high scores don't mean shit now in a lot of games, but the way that Ultrakill goes around doing it makes it really cool and fun, at least for me. High scores are split into two ways. First, it shows you how good you are against people in the world, which doesn't, really matter too much because you're never going to be good enough to reach that fucking goal of top 10 or top 100. But even then, I think the more important one is you're standing against friends, honestly. Like, I always like looking at my comparison to how good I am compared to my friends and, being able to differentiate on, am I better than my friends in this area or am I fucking dog shit? It's such a simple thing, but being able to compete with friends with high scores is something that goes all the way back to the advent of arcades. Being able to brag in a friend's face or just being able to be like, oh fuck, I suck, is awesome. Now, even though I think the high score system is cool as shit, what about the actual gameplay? Is it as fun as Ultrakill's campaign? Or, as engaging? The thing that makes Ultrakill's campaign so fun for me at least is being able to test random weapons, mechanics, and whatever you can and have to do in order to clear a certain wave of enemies. You can use a pistol all you want and shoot them with your fucking mouse one button, but you're just gonna be wasting time and everything is gonna look lame as shit. The reason Ultrakill's campaign is so fun is because in a sense, it really just is a sandbox of different ideas to go ahead and test all your weapons and skills. So now you take everything that makes Ultrakill so fun, the enemies, the weapons, pretty much everything, including the physics, and that's what makes the fucking, cyber grind so fucking fun because it's just all on a cube. And it's a fucking genius idea because it never gets old. Even then, Ultrakill still manages to spice things up because the map, it's just a fucking cube. But they managed to change it to have walls either surrounding you or, having a bunch of fucking jump pads everywhere, which is fucking cool, It increases the amount of fun and, crazy fucking playstyles you can have with the fucking game. Honestly, it's very straightforward, but that's what makes it so fun. A lot of older games weren't fun because they had an intricate story or because they had amazing graphics. They were about fun to the very core. It was just about having a blast. Even with that being said, I do have a few issues with the cyber grind. In Ultrakill's campaign, when you fall off a ledge into the depths of the abyss, you lose some health, but you're still able to continue playing the game without an instant death. In the cyber grind, you fucking die. Like, what the fuck? It's so frustrating too, cause, sure it might have been my fault, and, I might have died in a stupid way, but it's beyond frustrating when it happens. It's like such a stupid way to die, and, again, I'm admitting that, it's most likely my fault when it happens, but like, it's fucking frustrating when I'm on wave 20, and, it bothers me that I died to something so fucking stupid compared to something, that makes sense, like seeing the 10th fucking mind flayer and wanting to blow my brains out. Aside from that though, I'm honestly surprised I have little to no issues with the game mode at all. Sure there are certain nitpicks, but you can't see who's at the top or the bottom of the leaderboard, and that you can't immediately start on the cube if that makes sense. But aside from that, I can't think of a single thing, all of those are just purely nitpicks. And honestly, for a fucking game mode that's more of side content than anything else, it's really fucking perfect.